Family SUVs, you going to love and ride in 2026? Yeah, buddy, welcome to Future Cars Pro. Let's get real for a second. At number one, we have the 2025 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. This thing is the definition of dependable. Under the hood, you've got a 2.5-liter hybrid system pumping out 219 horsepower while hitting a combined 41 miles per gallon. That's gas savings you'll feel in your wallet every single week. Inside, it's roomy enough for 5 and offers nearly 70 cubic feet of cargo when you fold down the seats. Perfect for strollers, sports gear, or that last-minute Costco run. Price? Around $32,000 in the US, about 43,000 Canadian, and roughly 3.8 million yen in Japan. Colors? Expect Toyota's classic Super White, Blueprint Blue, Ruby Flare Pearl. And with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 lane assist, pedestrian detection, you know your family's covered. Compared to rivals like the Nissan Rogue or Hyundai Tucson, the RAV4 just feels more bulletproof. It's not flashy, but when it comes to peace of mind, this SUV is the king. Now let's talk 2026 Honda CR-V. The CR-V is like that friend who never lets you down, but always shows up looking fresh. Honda gives you 2 engine options, a 1.5 turbo with 190 horses or a hybrid setup with 204 horses, sipping fuel at up to 34 miles per gallon on the highway. Inside, it's got space for 5 with up to 76 cubic feet of cargo, and Honda Sensing 2.0 adds traffic jam assist, so your long commute feels less like torture. Prices start around 31 grand in the States, about 41 grand Canadian, and around 3.5 million yen. Honda nailed resale value too, so in a few years, you're not losing big bucks. Colors? Honda usually throws in bold options like Radiant Red, Crystal Black, and even Sonic Gray Pearl. And compared to the Toyota RAV4, the CR-V leans more stylish and tech-savvy, perfect for families who want reliable, but with flair. You ever look at your current ride and think, man, I wish I had something safer, bigger, or just flat-out cooler for my family? Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving into the top 11 family SUVs worth buying in 2025 and 2026. I'm talking everything from budget-friendly beasts to luxury stunners that'll make the neighbors jealous. And here's the kicker. By the end of this video, I promise you'll be imagining yourself loading up your kids, hitting the road, and living that dream family life. So smash that like button, subscribe if you love future cars, and let's roll straight into it. If your heart beats for adventure, then at number 3, we covering the 2025 Subaru Outback SUV is calling your name. This SUV is practically begging you to take it off-road. Standard all-wheel drive across the lineup, a 2.5-liter boxer engine with 182 horsepower, or bump it up with the Wilderness trim and get a turbocharged 260 horses. Mileage? About 32 miles per gallon, which is great for a rugged ride. Cargo space maxes out at 75.6 cubic feet, plenty for camping gear or skis. And Subaru's EyeSight Safety Suite brings adaptive cruise and lane centering, keeping your family safe even in tricky weather. Price starts around $28,500 in the US, about $38,500 in Canada, and 3.3 million yen in Japan. Subaru's signature colors like autumn green metallic and crystal white pearl fit its outdoorsy vibe. Against competitors like the Ford Edge or even Toyota Venza, the Outback stands taller in safety and off-road credibility. Picture this, you're loading up the roof rack with bikes, kids are strapped in, and you're hitting a trail while everyone else is stuck in traffic. That's the Subaru life. Next up, the 2025 Mazda CX-5. This is the SUV for parents who refuse to give up style just because they've got kids. Under the hood, you're rocking a turbocharged 2.5-liter engine that cranks up to 256 horsepower. Mileage sits around 30 mpg highway, with Mazda's iActive all-wheel drive keeping you locked in through rain or snow. Inside, it's got that premium vibe leather seats, clean minimalist design, and tech like a 10.25-inch display. Cargo space is a bit smaller at 59 cubic feet, but honestly, Mazda makes up for it with the feel. Prices start at around 29 grand in the US, about 39 in Canada, and 3.4 million yen. Colors? Soul Red Crystal Metallic is iconic, but you'll also see Jet Black and Machine Gray. Compared to Hyundai Tucson or Kia Sportage, the CX-5 feels more like a luxury car dressed as an affordable SUV. Imagine rolling up to school pickup and people are asking, is that a luxury whip? Nope, just your family-friendly Mazda. Now let's talk the 2026 Kia Telluride. This one's already a superstar. Families love it, and the 2026 refresh makes it even bolder. Power comes from a 3.8-liter V6 or an optional hybrid with up to 329 horses. Seating? Room for 8. Cargo? An insane 87 cubic feet. You've got dual 12.3-inch screens, highway driving assist, Blind spot cameras, it's like having a co-pilot. Price starts at 38 grand in the US, around 50 grand in Canada, and 4.2 million yen. Colors include wolf gray, midnight lake blue, and even a badass dark moss green. Competitors like the Ford Explorer or Chevy Traverse don't quite touch its luxury vibe at this price. Honestly, if you've got a big family and you want space, comfort, and tech without breaking into luxury brand pricing, the Telluride is hard to beat, sliding right into its cousin, the 2025 Hyundai Palisade. Think of this as the Telluride's stylish sibling. You get a 3.8-liter V6 with 291 horses, towing up to 5,000 pounds, perfect for small boats or trailers. Seating for 8, cargo space maxes out at 86.4 cubic feet. Hyundai's SmartSense suite includes collision avoidance and premium dual screens that look futuristic. Prices start at 36 grand US, about 48 grand Canadian, and 4 million yen in Japan. Colors like Sierra Burgundy and Moonlight Cloud make it pop. Against the Kia Telluride, the Palisade feels a little more refined in styling, but both are total family winners. Need something more powerful? The 2025 Ford Explorer is your guy. Power options include a 2.3-liter EcoBoost with 300 horses or a hybrid option for efficiency. It tows up to 5,600 pounds, has seating for 7, and max cargo is 87.8 cubic feet. Ford Copilot 360 includes evasive steering and a massive 13.2-inch touchscreen. Prices start at around 37 grand US, about 49 grand in Canada, and 4.1 million yen in Japan. Colors include Atlas Blue, Stone Gray, and Oxford White. Compared to the Chevy Traverse, the Explorer offers better towing and a more tech-heavy cabin. Imagine hooking up a trailer for a family camping trip, hitting the open road, and knowing your Explorer can handle it all. Now for something with Euro flair, the 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan. This SUV blends style with practicality. You're looking at a 2.0-liter turbo with 268 horsepower, mileage at 27 mpg, and optional third-row seating for 7. Cargo, 73.4 cubic feet. Inside, you've got VW's digital cockpit and IQ Drive safety suite with adaptive cruise. Price starts at 34 grand US, about 44 Canadian, and 3.8 million yen. Colors, lapis blue metallic, pure white, deep black pearl. Against the Mazda CX-5, the Tiguan feels more spacious and tech-driven. For families in cities who still want European cool factor, this is the one. Big families, listen up. The 2026 Chevrolet Traverse is a monster. A 2.5-liter turbo pushing 328 horses, optional AWD, and room for 8 with an insane 97.6 cubic feet of cargo. That's class-leading. Safety tech includes Super Cruise hands-free driving and a 360 camera system. Starting price around 39 grand US, 52 grand in Canada, and 4.3 million yen. Colors, Summit White, Iridescent Pearl Tricoat, and Radiant Red. Compared to the Ford Explorer or Honda Pilot, the Traverse is the clear winner if you need pure space. Imagine your family of 6 packing for a cross-country vacation. This SUV swallows it all and still feels confident on the road. Now for the eco-families out there, the 2026 Tesla Model Y, dual-motor all-wheel drive, up to 510 horsepower, 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds, and a 320-mile range. Cargo combines frunk and trunk for 76 cubic feet. Inside, you've got Tesla's minimalist cabin with that massive center screen. Over-the-air updates keep it feeling brand new. Price? Around 46,000 US, 61 grand Canadian, and 5 million yen. Colors include midnight silver metallic, deep blue metallic, and pearl white. Against hybrids or gas SUVs, the Model Y feels like the future-fast, silent green. Imagine pulling up to your kid's soccer practice and blowing minds because your family ride accelerates like a sports car. Finally, let's close out with luxury, the 2026 Volvo XC70. This plug-in hybrid delivers over 124 miles of pure electric range and more than 300 horsepower. Seating for 7, around 80 cubic feet of cargo, and that signature Scandinavian design. Safety is next-level night vision, advanced driver assistance, everything Volvo is famous for. Price? Starts around 55,000 US, about 73 grand Canadian, and 6 million yen in Japan. Colors include onyx black, denim blue, and a stunning golden glow option. Compared to the BMW X5 or Mercedes GLS, the XC70 gives you that clean, modern luxury without screaming flashy. It's the SUV for families who want green, safe, and chic all at once. And there you go, the top 11 family SUVs worth buying in 2025 and 2026. From the budget-friendly Subaru Outback to the luxury powerhouse Volvo XC70, your perfect family ride is waiting. Which one fits your vibe? Drop your pick in the comments, smash that like button if this list gave you ideas, and subscribe, because next up, we're diving into the best trucks of 2026. Until then, this is Future Cars Pro, and I'll catch you in the next one. There's something special about a family car. Not just the horsepower, the leather seats, or the shiny paint, but the way it carries a whole life inside its cabin. Take the Martinez family, for example. When they bought their first SUV, a gleaming metallic blue crossover, it wasn't just about commuting. It was about the new baby seat that clicked into the back row, the stroller that fit perfectly in the trunk, and the peace of mind that safety ratings actually meant something. That car became their second home. On weekday mornings, it was where coffee spilled during school runs and where little hands reached for snacks from the back seat. On weekends, it transformed into an adventure machine. Road trips up the coast, camping under starry skies, and drives through snowy mountains where the heated seats kept everyone cozy. What's funny is that over the years, the SUV collected more than mileage it collected memories. Stickers from national parks, crayon marks on the rear doors, and even the faint smell of popcorn from a family movie night drive-in. Each scratch on the bumper had a story. Each upgrade in tech from navigation to rear cameras reminded them that cars, just like families, grow with time. By the time the oldest kid turned 16, that family SUV wasn't just the car. It was history. It was the vehicle that taught him how to drive, the car that saw them laugh, cry, argue, sing, and sit in silence together. And when it was finally time to trade it in for something new, something bigger, flashier, with hybrid power and screens everywhere, the dealership visit wasn't just exciting, it was emotional. Because leaving that old SUV behind felt like closing a chapter of a book you never wanted to end. But as the new golden-colored Volvo XC70 rolled into their driveway, the Martinez family realized something. Cars aren't just machines, they're storytellers, and this new chapter? It was just beginning.